College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Penn State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
There he goes! Oh, he got loose! Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, second down, third down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this this guy and his offense, too. His team's always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
The RPO, wire complete to the left. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. A little release to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He caught it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
To the air on first down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at him. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
For this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44.
Puts it out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they'd better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from around the 50. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4.
They This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play call.
He lets one fly deep. He caught it. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now this offense is back on the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And there he goes. And we'll get him. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff from the gun. Spins away from the defense. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the Heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create, sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Breaks the tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is...
Nice move, create some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Fighting Illini using that big run to get momentum going. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to keep running. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Got his man on the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Oh, the attempt is no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Give to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Inside the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Completes it in the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Turns it on in midfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some...
Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the back. The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's the handoff. Headed to the end zone. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all of them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lost a throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll run the toss. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Never a doubt. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. He's got the back in the middle.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many...
There he goes! He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They get